Let's talk about client details. With your client activated, go to your main menu and click on Client Details. What you'll see is three main tabs. On the Client Overview tab, you'll have a little mini portlet that has the basic details. You're able to see a map of the client's residence. You can upload a picture, which I have done here. It has to be in JPEG format. You can also delete that picture if you'd like. If there's any warnings put in by records, it will show you an eye for a warning here for information. And you can see the basics, the name, the case number, last date seen, their social, sex, age and date of birth, and their address and phone numbers. Also, if it's entered in, you'll see their current billing information. The portlet to the right of the mini client details is your client alerts. This is the alerts for this individual client that is part of their permanent record. The next portlet, scrolling down, is a portlet used by the doctors. It's our Essentia RX. Currently it is showing blank because it is a read-only portlet. However, this is not being kept up to date at this time. Please make sure you use the emergency fact sheets that the parents or guardians fill out. When you at the bottom of the screen will be where any billing information for the client is. This gets input by the AR department, and in this view it is read-only. The next tab over is Client Demographics. You'll notice once again the mini portlet with their basic information is still available right on the front screen. The first tab is Prior Service Information, letting you see when the client first came into contact with our agency. If the client's been here for more than 10 years with our agency, the first contact to system date will be wrong because this is the date that the EMR was first installed. It also shows you the last service processed, which is the last bill that got sent for the client, and also their current status, whether they're active or inactive. The next tab is the Demographics tab, and in this tab is where you'll change any information for the client that needs to be updated regarding their demographics. So if they have an alias or a maiden name, in this case we're going to go ahead and update the address. And there is no social that was able to be obtained, and so the field needs to be filled in with all nines. This is a state reporting requirement. Everything else looks good, so I will go ahead and click on the save. It'll show me that the changes were saved successfully. If you scroll down to the bottom of the Demographics tab, you'll see the Related Individuals portlet. Please make sure that you do have a release for each of the people that you add to the Related Individuals portlet. To add someone new, just select the new icon. You'll notice that there is a lot of information that you're able to capture here. Fill in as much as you're able to fill in that is relevant to their care. In this case, we're going to go ahead and add an other relationship. It is not an emergency contact or an legal guardian, and it's not next of kin. We are going to add Roger Rabbit to Bugs Bunny. If this were an emergency contact, please make sure that you collect phone numbers so that we can reach them. If you were inputting a doctor or other professional, please make sure that you use the work address and company name and work phone numbers. There is a place at the bottom if you would like to put that information. It's especially helpful if the person's name could be either a male or a female to give other people a heads up on who they might be speaking to. When you're done entering all the information, click the Save at the top of the screen. Notice that it is now listed in the Related Individuals portlet. If you'd like to edit one of the related individuals, double-click to open it up, make any changes necessary, and then save. Back to the top, the Client Flags tab is used by records. It is not used by the clinicians. You are able to look in this screen and see if the physical paper chart has been transferred to another location or if it has been archived. The last main tab going across the top is for appointments and comments. The appointments portlet is a place where you can see all of the appointments that the client has had. You can show what the status is, if it was a kept appointment, a canceled appointment, a no-show. You can see the date, the time, the type of appointment, and the staff member. If you need more information, you can double-click and it will tell you also where the appointment happened, the program, and also the exact time for the appointment. At the bottom of the screen is a Client Comments portlet. This is a portlet where you can put any of the client's comments, things the client has said, to be able to remind you of the preferences of the client. So I have one here that the client cannot tolerate strong odors. If you needed to add a new client comment, click on the New. When it comes up, give it a brief title. And then fill in the details. And go ahead and save that comment. If the comment is no longer valid, for instance, if they no longer needed the transportation help, double-click to open it, and where it says close this comment, select yes, and then save. You'll notice now that comment is gone. And that's all about the client details.